Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Book HQ. So today I'm going to be doing a short book review on a book by Nicholas Oldland called Making the Most Out of Life. I chronicled how I tried to steal the first book in the series from my niece when I went home to visit 2 years ago. I didn't succeed because my sister came looking for it. But now that I'm going to be a parent really soon, I was in the process of looking for good children's books, and I'm starting to build my kitty library. And you can check out my blog post about said kitty library over here. But I'll also leave a link below. How I discovered Nicholas Oldland. I visited my sister, my niece, and my niece had this book called The Busy Beaver. And it was such a fun book. I loved it. It was so interesting and fun and relatable even to an adult. When I discovered that I would be having a baby, the first book that came to mind was The Busy Beaver. So I was super excited to discover that there are other books in the series. The series is called Life in the Wild. And I just chose the next one, which is Making the Most Out of Life, which is sort of a clever pun on making the most out of life. It's published by Kids Can Press. In Making the Moose Out of Life, Moose kind of feels like his life is a little bit empty. He's got his two friends, Beaver and Bear, who are always up to something, doing something, living life. But he's kind of very careful and not as adventurous. And then one day, he just decides to grab life by the antlers, pun intended, and go on an adventure. And he goes on an adventure, and his adventure goes horribly wrong, but he makes the most of it. And it turns out to be a great experience for him. And when he comes back to his friends are surprised and happy because he's changed and he's more willing to try new things, and he's grown a lot, and now they do a lot more things together. I really enjoyed it as well because in both the books the characters kind of evolve. They have sort of time for introspection, and then they change, they grow, and he has a lot of questions about himself, much like all of us do. So it's really very clever storytelling, very interesting, very fun, and I honestly can't wait to read the other books in the series. So that is Making the Most Out of Life. It gets a 2 thumbs up from me. So that's the end of my little book review on Making the Most Out of Life by Nicholas Oldland. That belongs to the Life in the Wild series. And if you guys know of any other children's books that might be interesting or fun, please leave me a comment in the comments below. And until next time, keep reading and keep watching. Bye-bye.